Peace, everyone. It's your brother Rahim once again, and this is part 3 of the recap debate. And I'm giving you guys some more facts and the corruption of the Bible. And what I've done is even show Josh inside the debate where it says in his own book, the scribes said, basically the Jews, who are the scribes, changed the law with their pen and disobeyed Elohim or Yahweh or Allah. And that's coming from his own book. He tried to write it off and say that why would the people who had the Bible leave that in there? If he knew his history, as I told him, he failed in history, not in only Quranic and the Islamic way of life, but in his own teachings. He would know that. And I showed him proof where his own books are telling him they have serious defects. He didn't go into that. So basically, he needs to study how they put the books together, and that's what the Martin Luther Reformation campaign was about, because they didn't have to go in and edit it. I worked in a law firm for 12 years. When you're dealing with legal documents and you have a case, and your case is about to go before the judge, paralegals, document specialists, lawyers, whether they're partners or just coming in, get those documents proofread twice. They didn't bother doing that because in the Roman times they wanted to just force people basically and brainwash them to believe whatever verses they want. They had no idea in 2013 that people like me would investigate. And the people didn't even read the language. That's why Martin Luther did what he did. And there's a Geneva Bible, 1560 and 1599. I have both of those, and I didn't even present those in the debate. Those are more versions, but that's why. But if you want to find out more, people can go and do their research. So let's get into this. Again, I'm going to go into the myths, one of the myths in the Bible. And as you can see, the Harper's Collins Study Bible, it says Genesis, mixture of myths and legends and cultural memories, etc., etc., etc. But when you read into it, if Genesis is like that, the rest of the Bible is like that. So this is what it says in the Bible. These are the verses. Numbers, Job, and Psalms. Talking about a unicorn. Read those. Now, I hope Josh don't come and say, well, they are part of dinosaurs, like he tried to do with the dragon when I was telling him that. And I was like, are you kidding me? A dragon is not a dinosaur. Dragon is a myth, but let him have that. I'm getting him on this unicorn thing. Dictionary says unicorn, a fabled creature, symbolic of virginity, and usually represented as a horse with a single straight spiraled horn projecting from its forehead. Now it also says a horse's body, a stag legs, deer, and a lion's tail. Stop. So this is not even a horse. It has different parts of other animals. It has to be a myth. There's not an animal on this planet that's like that. Now, let's go to Colombia, and it talks about basically the same thing. And then it says it's a representation of religious significance with the Virgin Mary and Jesus. Are you kidding me? Jesus nor Mary mentions anything about unicorns. I'm pretty sure they knew nothing about unicorns, but somebody pushed that, being is about virginity, and she's a virgin. She was a virgin. So mythology dictionary says a mythical animal resembling a small horse but with a long straight horn growing out of its forehead, the legs of a deer, and the tail of a lion. Wow, that's, to me, that's kind of crazy, if you ask me. Here you have another source saying the same thing. Okay, and then it says some sources claim it was visible only to virgins. So right there, it points you into the direction of sexuality, virginity, and then virgin. You mean to tell me only virgins can see them? You know this is a myth. Harry Potter glossary. Harry Potter has their own dictionary for, it's almost like Star Wars. Star Wars was a movie, but it was almost so real that they even have a dictionary for everything. And this is what it says: unicorns are one-horned white horse-like animals that live in the forbidden forest. Their blood has magical properties that keep a person alive, but at a cost. Stop. Magical properties? Okay. Alright. I guess the Tooth Fairy have magical, Tooth Fairy put money under my pillow and so forth. Okay. I'll take the dough. Okay. Britannica. Concise encyclopedia. A mythical animal resembling a white horse with a single horn on its forehead. The unicorn was depicted in Mesopotamian art and was referred to in the ancient myths of India and China. Its earlier description in Greek literature dates from around 400 BC and probably refers to the Indian rhinoceros. Okay. The unicorn was believed to be fierce and difficult to capture, but if a virgin, remember in the other definition, only virgins could see it, but if a virgin were brought before it, it would lay its head in the virgin's lap. Wow. Its horn was thought to offer protection against poison. Wow. Medieval writers associated the unicorn with Jesus. And the hunt for the unicorn was often represented in medieval art. So they didn't even do this in real life. So let's talk about lay in its head in the virgin's lap. It will look something like this. Let's see, this. Now it's pointing towards sexual activity, and then bestiality. This is in your Bible. And you want to talk about we're supposed to read, teach, preach, and obey the Bible? Are you kidding me? This is there. And you can read the rest. Now let's move on. Again, the King James Version has serious defects. We're going to look at these defects. Jehoiachin was 8 years old. 2 Chronicles 36 verse 9. 2 Kings 24. Jehoiachin was 18 years old. Which one is it? 8 or 18? It's a defect, an error, contradiction, whatever. Samuel 2 24:13. Shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? 1 Chronicles 21:11. Enter 3 years famine. I mean, it goes from 7 to 3, and this is the same text. Okay? This is the same text. I mean, this is crazy. But let's move on. You have fowls in Leviticus 11:20. Going upon all fours shall be abomination to you. There are no fowls on this earth that have 4 feet, 4 legs. The New American Standard Bible and RSV Bible then switches it and says chapter 11 verse 20, all the winged insects that walk on all fours are detestable to you. That's crazy, because there are no insects, and first of all, insects have 6 legs and more, as you can see illustrated in the pictures, and you can see the fowl also in the pictures. They don't have 4 feet. So if you try to clean it up, you can't clean it up nowhere, because fowl don't have 4 feet, don't walk on all fours. A dog walk on all fours. And if you read more down, people, on both, you will see more. I only did the top just to let you see the errors. But this is what I'm talking about. So, insects don't have 4 feet or 4 legs. Fowl don't have 4 legs or walk on all fours. And did you catch how one version says fowls and insects in another one? See? This comes from study. I have a plethora of them. So Josh, get ready for our debate. You need to be ready. To all, peace.